Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of aviation and exploring a question I get asked so many times. How do pilots manage fuel, especially on those super long-haul flights? It's a fascinating topic, and it takes a combination of careful planning, in-flight adjustments, and a bit of know-how to make sure pilots get you and all that cargo to your destination safely and efficiently. Whether you're an aviation enthusiast, a frequent flyer, or just curious about the behind-the-scenes of a long flight, stick around because we're about to break it all down in a way that's easy to understand. And hey, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more related adventures. Let us dive into today's subject. Before we even think about stepping foot on the aircraft, fuel planning is already well underway. This meticulous process starts long before the engines roar to life, involving a series of detailed calculations and strategic decisions. It's not as simple as just filling up the tank and hoping for the best. Every drop of fuel is accounted for, and the goal is to use it as efficiently as possible. We work closely with flight dispatchers and rely on some pretty sophisticated flight planning software. This collaboration ensures that every aspect of the flight is optimized for fuel efficiency. This software is like our crystal ball, giving us a glimpse into the expected weather conditions, air traffic restrictions, and even the best altitudes and routes the plane can fly for optimal fuel efficiency. It's a powerful tool that helps us make informed decisions. This is what we call flight optimization. By analyzing various data points, we can chart a course that maximizes fuel savings and minimizes unnecessary fuel burn. You see, wind is a huge factor in fuel consumption. Understanding wind patterns can make a significant difference in how much fuel we use. A nice tailwind can be our best friend, giving us a little extra push and saving precious fuel. It's like having a helping hand that propels us forward with less effort. On the other hand, a headwind is like trying to swim upstream. It creates drag and forces us to burn more fuel. This resistance can significantly impact our fuel efficiency. The software helps us map out a route that takes advantage of those tailwinds as much as possible while minimizing our exposure to headwinds. This strategic planning is crucial for conserving fuel. It also helps us avoid nasty weather systems and areas of turbulence, which can really guzzle fuel. Turbulence not only makes for an uncomfortable ride, but also increases fuel consumption. Of course, we can't predict everything perfectly. Weather can be unpredictable and conditions can change rapidly. Weather can change and unexpected events can pop up. That's why we need to stay flexible and ready to adapt our plans as needed. That's why we always carry a little extra fuel, known as contingency fuel. This extra reserve is our safety net. It ensuring we have enough in case we need to make a detour, hold for landing, or deal with any other unforeseen circumstances. This careful planning and preparation are what keep our flights safe and efficient. Alright, so we've taken off, the seats are in the upright and locked position, and we're climbing to our cruising altitude. The excitement of the journey ahead fills the cabin as we ascend into the sky. Now, how do we keep that fuel burn in check while we're soaring through the sky? It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about doing so efficiently and safely. Well, it all comes down to managing three key phases of flight. These phases are the climb phase, cruise, and descent phase. Each phase requires careful planning and precise execution to ensure optimal performance. Each phase has its own set of techniques to maximize fuel efficiency. By mastering these techniques, pilots can significantly reduce fuel consumption and environmental impact. Let's start with the climb. This is where the journey truly begins, and it's crucial to get it right. You might think we just point the nose up and go, but it's a bit more nuanced than that. The climb phase involves a delicate balance of speed, angle, and power. We aim for what's called a continuous climb. This means maintaining a steady rate of ascent without unnecessary level-offs. Instead of leveling off at different altitudes, we try to climb as smoothly and continuously as possible. This not only saves fuel, but also provides a more comfortable experience for passengers. This helps us conserve energy and reduce fuel burn. Efficient climbing techniques are essential for long-haul flights where every drop of fuel counts. Then there's the cruise phase. This is the longest part of the flight, where we settle into a steady rhythm. This is where we spend the majority of the flight, and it's also where we burn the most fuel. Managing fuel consumption during this phase is critical for overall efficiency. One of the key strategies here is something pilots called step climbing. This technique allows pilots to optimize our altitude as the flight progresses. As we burn fuel, the aircraft gets lighter, which means we can gradually climb to higher altitudes where the air is thinner. and there's less drag. This reduces fuel consumption and increases efficiency. By climbing in steps, we make sure we're always flying at the most fuel-efficient altitude for our weight. This continuous adjustment helps us stay ahead of the game. And of course, we're always keeping a close eye on those winds. Wind patterns can significantly impact fuel efficiency and flight time. If we can make a small adjustment to our route to catch a favorable tailwind or avoid a headwind, you better believe we're going to do it. These adjustments can save a considerable amount of fuel. Finally, there's the descent. Just like with the climb, we aim for a smooth and controlled descent. A well-managed descent is crucial for a safe and efficient landing. We use techniques like continuous descent approach or idle descent to minimize our reliance on engine power and reduce fuel burn. These methods ensure we glide down gently, conserving energy and providing a comfortable experience for everyone on board. Thinking on our feet, real-time adjustments in the cockpit. Now, even with all the meticulous planning, aviation is full of surprises. The skies are unpredictable, and no matter how much we prepare, we always have to be ready for the unexpected. Weather can shift dramatically, air traffic also can get congested, resulting to longer holding of planes in the skies, and sometimes things just don't go exactly as planned. These variables can change in an instant, requiring us to adapt quickly. That's where our in-flight decision-making comes into play. It's a dynamic process that involves constant communication and quick thinking. Up in the cockpit, we have these amazing tools called flight management systems, or FMS in short. These systems are integral to our operations. Think of them as our co-pilots, constantly monitoring fuel consumption, calculating our remaining fuel, and letting us know if we need to make any adjustments to our flight plan. They provide us with real-time data that is crucial for making informed decisions. The FMS takes into account all sorts of factors like wind conditions, altitude, airspeed, and even the weight of the aircraft. It's a sophisticated system that helps us navigate the complexities of flight. It crunches the numbers and tells us if we're on track or if we need to tweak things to conserve fuel. This constant feedback loop is essential for maintaining efficiency and safety. We also have something called an auto throttle system. This system is another critical tool in our arsenal. This feature automatically adjusts the engine thrust to maintain the most fuel-efficient speed for the given conditions. It's like having an extra set of hands to help manage the workload. It's like cruise control for airplanes, but way more sophisticated. It ensures that we are always operating at peak efficiency. If we do encounter unexpected headwinds, need to take a detour, or face any other challenges that might affect our fuel consumption, we spring into action. Our training and experience come into play as we make real-time adjustments. We might consider alternative routes, request a different altitude from air traffic control, or adjust our speed to optimize fuel efficiency. Every decision is made with safety and efficiency in mind, ensuring that we reach our destination smoothly and safely. Touchdown and debrief. Learning from every flight. The journey to fuel efficiency doesn't end when the wheels touch down. Even during landing, we use specific procedures like idle reverse thrust to minimize fuel burn. And even when the plane is safely parked at the gate, work continues. Crew take a closer look at the fuel consumption data from the flight, analyzing how much fuel we used, how it compared to our pre-flight calculations, and if there are any areas where we could have been even more efficient. This post-flight analysis is incredibly valuable. It helps us learn from each flight, identify trends, and fine-tune our strategies for future flights. It's all part of our commitment to continuous improvement and making sure we're operating as efficiently and sustainably as possible. So there you have it, a glimpse into the world of fuel management in aviation. Pilots plan for fuel accordingly to avoid related issues. We have taxi fuel, that which the engines burns to get on the runway. We have trip fuel. Adding to this, we have contingency fuel, which is 10% of the trip fuel. We also have holding fuel and alternate fuel. This is in case the flight is diverted to an alternate airport. Also, the captain may decide to add some fuel. Fuel planning is a complex process that involves a lot of planning, technology, and good old-fashioned pilot expertise. But it's also incredibly rewarding to know that we're playing a part in getting you and your loved ones to your destinations safely and efficiently. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at how pilots manage fuel, give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any future aviation adventures. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy travels.